And this is because I want to work, and IO has decided that we're going to sit outside on the deck and enjoy the weather. So hopefully, I will be able to see any comments that come in. But this is a retired guy doing YouTube from the deck. And it's only because IO wants to work, or I want to work, but IO wants me to be outside. He does not like being inside. And so he will sit out here on the deck with me all afternoon. So I am going impromptu live. Hello, I'm trying to see who that is. Who's that? Mrs. G. I can barely see. Hey, Elevated. Me and IO are outside on the deck because he doesn't allow me to work. So he likes sitting outside on the deck. He'll either be down here or up in my lap, one or the other. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to do a quick impromptu live because that's what we do when we have IO. And so he just loves it here. But I just wanted to come on and talk to everybody, about I don't know what. We'll think of something. Who in the chat has a topic that we could talk about today? You know, um, I would talk about working in retirement and whether or not that's actually retirement because YouTube is a side hustle. So I don't know if YouTube is considered not retired because there's a lot of people who are retired and still do YouTube channels. So is my volume loud enough? Am I talking loud enough? Somebody put a one if I'm talking loud enough, or put a two in the chat if I need to talk louder. Hi, Coach. I am doing an impromptu live with my puppy sitting out on the deck. See, he sees a car coming, and if it's a truck, he'll take off. Nope, it was a FedEx truck. He doesn't care much for those either. Oh, good. I'm glad that my volume is enough because he loves just laying down right here at my feet. Otherwise, he'll be up in my lap. That's his other favorite spot out here. And he will just sit here and look at you guys. So, but he doesn't like me being inside working. So this is it. He tells me we're going to go outside and actually enjoy retirement. He is a retirement dog and he gets me out walking, which is good for my health. And so, who's that? Coach said that I chased the FedEx truck. So, yeah, he does. He doesn't like trucks. SUVs, he's okay, and yes, he is the boss because, I can be inside trying to work and get him to lay down, and all he does is bark, and he bites me. When he bites me, he has to go outside. Now, it may be to pee pee, but he bites me and lets me know that he has to go. And so anyway, I gave up. I gave up and just said, okay, I'm not going to work this afternoon. We're just going to hang out outside. And so I can always get work done late at night, which some of you see. Hi, Rhonda. I can barely see my phone from here because I'm an old guy with bad eyes. So I was sort of guessing that that was Rhonda. I can almost see the name. See, and this is what happens when you get old and you don't have glasses on. So I was not prepared for this. I also did not set my phone on do not disturb. So eventually an alarm is going to go off, which is probably good because I have a Zoom meeting in about an hour. So I won't be on for long until an alarm goes off or something like that. So this is going to be an impromptu live until an alarm goes off. I always do this. I do an impromptu live and forget to set do not disturb, and I forget to set turn off all alarms. This happened when I was at the park that last time. So, um, so I tell. Oh, that was a truck. A truck just went by. I'm on open land here where you can just see the road right over here. There's a big field back here and a big field and a pond back across the fence over here. And yeah, just a big old piece of land. And Mrs. Paula knows. You know, when you're on a big old open piece of land, you can just see everything. You know, hay bales across the road. And, you know, I have to take you guys, maybe not today, maybe Thursday. We've got these longhorn cows that are one road over. I've got cows right next to me back here, but we got these longhorn cows one road over. And I drove by them a little bit earlier today, and I was going to stop and get some video of the longhorn cows. And so that's what I'll do Thursday is I'm going to stop my car on the side of the road and just video some cows. And that's what you get from me being out here in the country is you just get cows. You want to come up here with me? Huh? Come on. Come on. Come up here with me. Come on. Okay. All right. Come on. Good boy. Okay. So if you guys can't see me, at least you can see IO. You gonna lay down? Huh? Okay. And so he loves it up here, just sitting in the chair. He gets a better view of everything. But he also likes to lay on the shoes. So if the shoes are on the floor in the house, then he'll just sleep on your shoe. Because that's his alarm. He's an alarm dog. If anything moves, he knows about it. So nothing happens. Like he'll lay and sleep on your feet. Because if your foot moves, he's awake. And so that's just his alarm system. So anyway, I'm sorry, everybody. I just wanted to go live just to do an impromptu live sitting out on my deck, you know, in my chair. And see, I'm trying to read the comments. I can almost see it said my dog used to sleep on our shoes too. See, so I can see that. See, he lays down. He's happier than all get out up here. And this is his spot. He picked this chair for some reason. You know, he got up in his chair and didn't want to get out of the chair. Okay, so now I have to sit in the chair with him. So this is retirement. Me actually showing you that I'm retired. It doesn't happen very often. Most of the time I'm working. And I think I was working until like 2 o'clock in the morning because I have 6 classes going right now. And it's a blessing because I need the money, but I am so busy between 6 classes trying to get all the students graded in a reasonable amount of time. You know, as in 2 days, 3 days, 5 days. You have 7 days to get students graded, but the schools really don't like that. They really want it done in 48 hours. So I'm trying to see who that is, and I'm trying to lean forward. I couldn't really see. Oh, Hen House. Hi, Hen House. Hi, Fairbricks. Hi, Wayne. Wayne, thank you so much for that information that you emailed me. I'm using it. Wayne has been just a tremendous help to me. And Coach Juliet, you know, she's on here as well. You know, the 3 of us run around supporting people. And it's the same as Simply Debbie Sue. You guys know her, super supporter. She runs around supporting all the lives. One day, this past weekend, I was on 5 lives. So, uh-oh, car coming. Yeah, you heard a truck coming. This dog will chase a truck because he thinks he can catch it. So that's why we had to put a harness on him instead of a collar, because it's a no-pull harness. Because if he's got a collar on, he will just try to break out of the collar. So, but yeah, there are some super YouTube supporters out here, and I was doing my best in 5 lives, but 5 people went live at the same time. So it wasn't like I could switch out of one live and go to the other live. I just had to open up 5 different tabs in my web browser and just keep switching back and forth. And guess what? I saw Simply Debbie Sue switching back and forth between the lives too. So I'm not the only one. but yeah, it sort of overwhelmed me. So I should probably talk about that. Is I am supporting as many people as possible. Fairbrick Studio, Wayne, he puts out a list of people to support either for the weekend or for the day. And so I'll go to his post and I'll see who he's supporting, and then I will put that person on my TV. I'll get another person going on my. I use Firefox as my web browser, so I'll get another person going on Firefox, and then this weekend, I realized because I use various different browsers for different colleges, I put another YouTube tab in a different web browser, which was Microsoft Edge. And so I have 4 or 5 different YouTube channels running at all times. But it does get overwhelming. Just in case somebody knows, it gets overwhelming. Um, but I'm doing the best I can do. And then there comes a time where I have to say, you know what, Daryl, just get your work done and don't worry about going to everybody's live 24/7. Because I do let the lives run, not the lives, I let people's playlists run at night while I'm sleeping, even. And I wake up in the morning and sometimes they're still running and sometimes they're not. So, um, oh, I see real odds and evens. So I can't really interact too much with the chat because it's hard to see from here. But I'm doing my best to speak loud enough that hopefully everybody can hear me. That's what I'm doing. And I've got you guys outside because my puppy will not let me go inside and get any work done. You know, he is just determined that we're going to sit out here in this chair and relax. So I said, well, I may as well go live as long as I'm sitting out here in the chair. And then people will actually think I'm retired. So I do retire once or twice a week, you know, uh, not much because, as some of you know, I had a lot of rental expenses this past month, but because I have 6 classes, I have the money coming in. Oh, hi, Dora. Exploradora from Australia. Now, there's a place that I'm planning to go to in 2027, is Australia. So that's on my bucket list. And so anyway, I had some reversals in my finances. Oh, got a ladybug on me. I had some reversals in my finances in January. And so now I'm spending February trying to dig out of that. And so every paycheck from every school is going to dig myself out of debt from January. And then when March comes, we'll just deal with March when it happens. So, but my overall plan is to someday be totally out of debt, have all my rentals paid off, and just have that cash flow from many, many rentals. So, so there you have it. That's my long-term game plan. And let's talk about legacy, right? Real quick, just real quick. And the legacy is that I have a trust that one of my LLCs, my first LLC, is in the trust, right? But this was before we got IO. And so now, two things. I have a second LLC that I need to get put in my trust. And what that does is any rental properties that I put in that LLC will automatically be a part of the trust. The other part is that now that we have IO, if anything ever happens, then IO is going to be covered. And so he's going in the trust. And did anybody not think that he wouldn't be in my trust? Yep. I'm going to make sure if anything happens, he's taken care of for the rest of his life. So, yeah, he's a spoiled puppy, but he is very well off. He is a very well off puppy. So, he's going to be taken care of no matter what. So those are the two things that I need to get done here in 2026, is to get my estate documents updated. And so I'm telling everybody on here, Get your estate documents updated and keep your estate documents updated. So, yeah, he's a very well taken care of puppy. He goes to doggy daycare twice a week for the day, and he loves it. He loves playing with his other puppy friends, and he loves the people at the doggy daycare. And one lady who's the manager over at the doggy daycare, she rescues Pomeranians. And so she's the person who really loves our dog. He spends a lot of time in her office over there. She's the one who is going to take care of IO if anything ever happens. And so here comes another truck coming down the road. So we'll see if he gets up. But he's watching that truck. Because, see, he has to guard the property. Nobody comes on his property. That's how he is. That's just how he is. And so, but as you all can see, he's happy. He's not biting me. He's not barking. He just loves being outside. Meaning I don't get any work done. So he says no work, it's no work. And so that's why I'm here on this live, because this is a no work Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. So hi, Mrs. G. I'm trying to see who that is. Let me lean forward a little bit. Oh, I can't really tell because it's blue. But it said, good morning, Daryl, and good to see you again. That must be Shadow Scout Swede. I pretty much understand the tone. And I almost saw Swede at the end of the, at what you were saying, Shadow. Excuse me, I got something going on with my throat here. And so Shadow Scout Swede, of course, is from Sweden. So we've got Sweden in the house. We've got Fairbrook Studio from the UK. We have Exploradora from Australia. So we have people in the house from all over, and I love that. I love that. So everybody, let me know what you thought of my video with the waves, with the meditation, because that was Monday. I have another one coming out tomorrow with the waves that's a 15-minute meditation. And so I do yoga and meditation in the morning, and I'm supposed to be adding in 30 minutes of cardio. Just so everybody knows, I probably need to hold myself accountable. So, and somebody will be in the, Coach Juliet will be in the UK in Somerset in June. See, and I'll be in Washington State in June and Oregon. I'll be in the upper northwest of the US. Because I have a grandson who is in Oregon, and I want to see him for his birthday. And so, excuse me, it's been a few years since I've seen him, and I promised him well over a year ago that I was going to make this trip for his birthday. So I just have to figure out how to finance it. Because as you all know, I run on a wing and a prayer with my finances. So it's a month-by-month call with me and my finances. I have good months and I have bad months. And so it just depends on how many renters pay, how many renters don't pay. I don't have evictions all that much, but once in a blue moon, a renter moves out and it costs a lot of money to turn a unit. So, because I have single family homes, and so to fix up a single family home costs a lot of money, which eats up all of my income for that particular month. See, so it's just a 1 month hit, but it still sets me back a month. And so that's part of the whole rental process. And I'm going to tell you guys, with the rentals and the stock market, I was just watching the Money Guy show, and they said that I think it's over the last 10 years that the stock market's up like 40% overall. Could be the last few years. But rentals and real estate is only up 28%. So I thought, Well, if I had been 100% in the stock market, I would have made more money. But I'm being a real estate guy, I'll take the 28% because I get a bunch of tax breaks along with that 28%. Lakeside Laura is having a premiere. It's Timeout Tuesday. So if I get knocked off, then I'm going to be going over to Lakeside Laura because she's the one that gave me the idea about the meditation with the waves. I recorded some videos of ocean waves for Lakeside Laura when I was in Maui. I haven't sent them to her yet, but hi, Debbie Sue. I told you, Debbie Sue is all over. But I am sending these videos of waves to Lakeside Laura, and she is going to put her singing bowls to the video of the waves. My waves are just ocean sounds because I don't do singing bowls, I don't play a guitar, I'm not creative or musical at all. But Lakeside Laura, I send her videos, and that's how we collab, is that she puts music to the videos. And so I would love to collab with more people. Coach Juliet asked me the other day to come on her channel, and I'm afraid, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to have Oki from Oki's Eden on my channel. He was on Juliet's channel just recently. And so I'm going to have Oki on my channel when he has time. And so that's the way I roll. You know, I go with people when they have time. And so so me and my baby are out here just enjoying retirement because he's determined that I'm going to be retired. That's his job. Make sure I don't work, you know. And I don't know when that happened. He used to let me work, but now not so much, you know. Oh, did y'all see him scratch my leg? He wants down. So he may have to go pee-pee, so we may be ending this live if he has to go pee-pee. But he just scratched my leg, meaning he wants down. So let's see. All right, here you go. All right, let's see. All right. Are you gonna lay down? Okay, all right. Well, he just wanted to lay down on the ground. Sometimes when he says he wants down, then he may want to go take a walk, you know, but he's already taken a walk, so he should be good. And I'm just trying to keep everybody updated on my financial disasters because I have one good month financially and then I have one bad month financially, which is why I can't rely yet. Someday I'll be able to rely on consistent real estate income, but not yet. Nope. It's never been consistent. Although I used to have like more of a bad year where I'd have to fund it out of my, 9 to 5 income. Now, maybe I have 2 or 3 bad months out of a whole year, and most of the rest of the year is good. So, so we're getting better. We're making progress. You know, it's not a perfect system yet, but I do suspect by 2027 that it will be, because one of the things that I never talk about is my property management company. Every time there is the ability to raise the rent, then they do it. I don't have to tell them, go raise the rent on this. They know either annually or if somebody moves out and we fix up a place and then we get someone to move in, well, then we're going to raise the rent because the place has been fixed up. And I don't do any of that. It's all sort of automatic. I do have some Section 8 renters. And dealing with Section 8 here in my state is that Section 8 inspects your properties and they tell you what needs to be repaired annually. I think it's annually. But they have, and I don't know what the percentage is, but there is some rate that you can raise the rent annually. And my point is, my property management company knows all of this stuff. And so I have expenses each year when they say fix up this cabinet, or whatever the case may be. I have expenses each year with those, but they also raise the rent. And they don't tell me that they're raising the rent here and there. It's only like $50. It's not like a big, huge rent raise. And he is starting to get ready to walk here. But what happens is, as I'm going through the monthly income and expenses and that kind of thing, that's when I see, oh, we're now getting $50 more each month from this one that used to be. Now he's off to the side. So he doesn't want to be in front of the camera. That's how he is. So, so you guys are stuck with just me and no cute IO. Come on, come back here. Come on, come on back here. Okay, all right. Okay, we got him back on the shoe. He does love me. I have to tell you guys, he loves me to death. Now, I'm only his secondary human. He loves his mom more, right? If he ever has a choice, she's the one. And I'm just dog food, is all I am. But if it's only him and me, he loves me to death until his mom shows up. Yeah, yeah. So we'll never be confused, about where his loyalties are. You know, um, there are times I try to take him away from his mom. He's not having it. He is not having it. So um, that's just who he is. But if it's just him and I, we're good. We're good. You know, and so um, I am glad that this thing has lasted as long as it's lasted, because I have a 2:30 Zoom call. A bunch of real estate people are all going to get together, and we're creating a small group of us from all over the country that are all going to try to do our rentals and our finances better. And so we're going to sort of hold each other accountable and maybe give each other tips on how, because we all invest differently. Some people have land, some people have condos, some people have short term rentals. I do long term rentals, but some people do mid term rentals. And so everyone is trying to do their finances better, and they're trying to do their real estate investment better. And so we're coming together. There's about 5 or 6 of us, I believe. And we're going to get on this Zoom call for the first time today and meet each other, and then figure out whether we're going to have monthly Zoom calls or what. But a friend of mine approached me about joining this group, and she has some rentals. And I said, absolutely. I will always join a group that will help me get better and help me manage my money better, because I am supposed to separate my rental property money from my teaching income or my pension money or my social security. For me, they're all jumbled together, and I just pay on whatever needs to be paid on. But going forward in the future, anything extra is going to build up an emergency fund, which I've never had before. I should have, but I've never done that. That's my bad part of my finances, is I've never had emergency savings. So I'm going to build that up, and then we're paying off the rental properties. I've got other debts to pay off first, but after those, we're paying off rental properties. And I'm just going to do the Dave Ramsey method of pay off my smallest rental property first, and then snowball the money from that, the rental income, plus Social Security, plus pension money, plus teaching income. It's all going to get rolled in to paying off the next rental property. And so once that snowball starts going downhill, it's going to pick up steam. It's going to pick up steam. And at some point, I could be paying off a property a year. I don't know. I don't know how fast it's going to gain steam, but I'm at the very beginning. So it's not going very fast. It's not going very fast at all. And so that's how I roll. That's how I do my finances, is little by slow, the best that I can do. You know, and so I'm seeing a comment. I'm trying to lean forward a little bit here. And so I think that was Shadow Scout Swede saying that it's a good idea. You know, he talks about being prepared for the unknown, like a disaster. Well, I was not prepared last month for the freeze that we had down here in Alabama and water pipes breaking in my rental properties. I was not prepared. I should have had an emergency fund. I'll be the first one to admit that, you know. And what I should have done and what I actually do are two totally different things. And Okies Eden just put up a post. He said he knows he asks a lot of favors, and I didn't see the rest of his post. No, my puppy's not that big. He is about 6 pounds. I don't think he's supposed to get more than 7 pounds. The vet says that we're feeding him too much because I give him way too many snacks. You ready to go for a walk? Huh? Are you ready to go for a walk? I think that we're going to end the live because I think that he wants to go for a walk. He may have to do something out there because usually he'll be laying down and chilling. He's usually laying down and chilling unless he wants to go do something. Are you going to come back over here? Come on. Come back over here. Good boy. Okay. Okay. He's back. So that's it. He just had to get up and stretch his legs a little bit and walk to the end of the leash. And so a lot of times if we're in the backyard, he's not on the leash because we're a half a mile, if not a quarter mile, half a mile from the road. It's a long ways. The backyard's a long ways from the road. But here, he is on the leash because the road is, I don't know, 150 feet that away. So he's always on the leash when he's outside because we're not having him take off. He has been taken off to chase the cats from next door because they're his friends now and he wants to play. And if he's not on the leash, he'll go running way out in the backyard if he sees a cat out in the field and try and catch the cat out in the field. What are you doing? Come here. Come over here. Come here. Come over here. Come on. You want to come up here with me? You want to come up here? Or are you going to lay down? What you going to do? Huh? You want to come up here? Come on. Come on. Come up here with me. No? He does not want to get up in my lap. You know, I tell you, he is so smart. He